This video is made possible by my patrons on Patreon. Hello everyone, my name is Ziamaro and welcome to Battlerite Sage. So I don't know how many of you stay up to date with Battlerite on Reddit and Twitter, but we just got some potentially big news for Battlerite eSports. All we have so far is this picture that says Battlerite Pro League. This is almost certainly a new esports league for Battlerite, and I'll get into the specifics of what this could mean in just a moment. For those of you who are like me, you'll know that any kind of esports news is great news for Battlerite. But even if you aren't particularly interested in esports, it's still great news if you like the game and you want to see it succeed. A lot of people, myself included, might not have direct ambitions to become a professional competitive gamer. However, there are a lot of people out there who are pursuing it as a career. If a game has esports potential, it can bring in a lot of players. And in particular, a new game with esports potential can lead to a lot of growth for the game. And there are a few reasons for that. Let's say you're absolutely insane at first-person shooters. Getting into an established game like CSGO or even Overwatch is a little tough. It's not to say that you can't catch up to people who've been playing the game for, well, in Counter-Strike's case, potentially decades. It's just that you're a little bit behind the curve. So if a new game comes out that looks like it could have esports potential and you're an aspiring professional, you'd do well to get in on it early. Games like PUBG and Fortnite are obviously fun, and that's the reason that most people play them. But one of the other reasons that they've become so popular is the perceived esports potential. Personally, I'm more than a little skeptical about their long-term success as esports, but there are plenty of people out there who want to become professional players in those games. It's much easier to make a name for yourself in a new game. Obviously, Fortnite and PUBG are both becoming wildly oversaturated at this point in terms of overall players, but the pro scene is still quite small. And even moving past raw skill and learning curves, getting a name for yourself in an already established pro scene is really tough. It's one thing to become technically brilliant at something like League of Legends, but it's a whole other thing to become connected with the pro scene. Getting into a pro team is as much about making contacts as it is about being good. Even if you're an amazing player, you may find yourself playing with lower tier teams for a bit while you make a name for yourself. So if a new game that has mechanical crossover for you comes about and it has esports potential, you'll see a lot of people jump ship to the new game in the hopes of becoming connected in the pro scene early on. Battlerite's competitive scene is very small right now, and I don't particularly have competitive aspirations. But if I did, and if I was actually good enough, I could easily join a top team. And the same applies to any of you guys. If you're good enough, you could easily get hooked up with the top players right now. Making a name for yourself is really easy in Battlerite at the moment, and that makes it a great candidate for aspiring esports stars. The only problem for Battlerite at the moment is that there's been no sign of a thriving esports scene up until this point. So even if you do make a name for yourself, what are you going to do with it? And this is where something like Battlerite Pro League comes in. I was actually made aware of this back in February, but I've had to kind of keep it under my hat. Honestly, I don't know too much more, but here's what I do know. Do you guys remember Battlerect? It was a really great series of weekly tournaments that was running from the free-to-play launch. Battlerect was really great for the game, and I, like many of you guys, was really sad to see it come to an end. But I have been told that this is going to be bigger than Battlerect. How much bigger, we can only guess right now. But the prospect of a new league that could be even bigger than Battlerect is excellent news. The next thing I've heard is that qualifiers will start on the 15th of April, which is just 2 weeks away. So this thing is starting really soon. And the final thing I've heard is that this isn't related to the in-game tournament system. And as much as I'm looking forward to the introduction of in-game tournaments, this means we've got Battlerite Pro League and in-game tournaments to look forward to. So this is what I've heard so far, and bear in mind it is speculation at this point. I'm actually going to be chatting with someone about this some more this week, so I'll have some more solid stuff to talk about very soon, so watch out for that. But needless to say, I'm super excited to see Battlerite's esports scene being revived, and honestly, I think this is just a glimpse of what's to come. An esports scene needs more than just one league, of course, but even just seeing the seed being planted is really great news. If you know anything more about this, please do let me know in the comments below. But if not, I'll be getting some more information about this soon, and I'll be sure to pass it on to you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then please feel free to subscribe for more Battlerite guides, news, and discussion. If you'd like to help support the channel and get some unique rewards, then head over to patreon.com/battleritesage. And don't forget to check out twitch.tv/battleritesage. Until next time, thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.